Is Brady Vickery. Brady is escorted by Holly and Cardi Vickery. Her involvement at SSHS Volleyball, Sulphur, and 4 years of volleyball. Brady's plans after graduation is to attend Texas A&M Commerce and attend UT Southwestern to become a cardiologist. Brady's favorite memory as a Ladycat volleyball player. My favorite memory was my freshman year, just 5 days post-heart surgery. It was the first day of trials. I had just met Coach Gorilla. The volleyball girls had to run to the indoor, so we walked over together. While we were walking up the hill, Gorilla missed the curve, face planted into the concrete, sent the splitboard and water bottle flying in the process, and I went back to make sure he was okay, and we both started busting out laughing. 4 years later, we're still dying laughing about it. First, I want to thank my parents for always believing in me and reminding me I could do anything I set my mind to. Next, I want to say thank you to Coach Warner for always making me laugh and being a great coach. And to Gorilla, you have been my sidekick for 4 years now, and I can't believe it's coming to an end. Thank you for all the laughs, the embarrassments, and the weird things you do to make us laugh. I will never forget you, your right-hand girl. And to my senior volleyball girls, thank you for making it the best 4 years of volleyball. So much fun. Y'all always hold a special place in my heart. I love you all. Brady Vickery. The next senior, Aaliyah Abram. Aaliyah is escorted by TC and Kim Abram. Her involvement at SSHS is Ladycat volleyball, basketball, track, FFA, and Key Club. Her plans after graduation is to attend college, and while playing volleyball and majoring in animal science and minoring in criminal justice. Her favorite memory as a Ladycat volleyball player, the long-lasting bonds that she has created within the past few years to last the long bus ride, being at the school early in the morning for tournaments, to having team meals every Monday, to just being able to call these girls my volleyball family. To my seniors, I have all 4 of you so much, each and every, I love all 4 of you so much. Every one of you have made such a huge impact on my life these past 3 years, and I'm just very thankful to have y'all in my life. To the rest of my team, thank y'all for pushing me to be my best, and also my breaking point, but also for all the laughs. I love y'all with all my heart, and I couldn't have asked for a better team to play with this year. Yes, we've had our ups and downs, but we always managed to come together and move forward as a team. To my coaches, thank you for always pushing hard to practice and games, even when I'm ready to quit, even when I'm ready to give up, you keep pushing. Thanks for all the unforgettable life lessons we've learned. I'm so happy to have you 3 as my coaches from my last year in high school. And finally, to my parents, thank you for the endless love and support y'all provided me from sophomore year to senior year, and thank you for pushing me all those years and not letting me ever give up, because I would never be where I am today if it wasn't for you. I love y'all so much. It's Aaliyah Abram. The next senior we want to honor is Erica Van Beckman, the big dog. Erica is escorted by Roland and Anika Van Beckman. Her involvement in SSHS 3 years varsity volleyball player and 3 years varsity soccer player, top 3% of the class, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, HOSA, Hopkins County Leadership, HSTE Practicum, and Key Club. Her plans after graduation is to attend college, receive her Master's of Science in Nursing, and become a pediatric nurse practitioner. Her favorite memory as a Ladycat volleyball player was the time when Coach Gorilla had my number wrong and accidentally sent pictures of Coach Haney to a random person he knew nothing about. Additional comments. I first want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play this beautiful sport with these amazing girls. I also want to thank my parents for being my biggest fans and supporting me throughout my college volleyball career. Thank you to all my coaches. To Coach Hannon, I'm going to miss our intense conversation about the best places to eat. To Coach Norton, you have pushed me to be my very best at times when I felt useless. Thank you for supplying me with cookies at every game and being my varsity coach. And to the one and only Coach Quill, thank you for being my life coach and making me the big dog. You have no idea how thankful I am to have met you. I also like to thank my teammates for never giving up on me. To Brooklyn, for always having an enormous smile on her face. To Sadie, for being a little sister I never had but always wanted. And to my best friend and warm-up partner, Sydney Clare. Thank you for all our endless laughs and always being there by my side. Volleyball wouldn't be the same without you. To my fellow seniors, I wish you the very best with wherever life takes you, and to the underclassmen, believe me, when I say it goes by fast, it does, so appreciate every second of it. Thank you all for making my senior year a year to remember. It's Erica Vega. Our next senior is Sydney Claire Washburn. Sydney is escorted by Chris Lopez and Scott Washburn. Involvement in SSHS is NHS President, Student Council, Key Club, Hopkins County Leadership, current valedictorian, track and cross-country regional qualifier. Her plans after graduation is to attend Baylor University and pursue a pre-med degree in medical humanities for a future career in foreign medical missions. Her favorite area as a Ladycat volleyball player is getting to play with her younger sister for the past 2 years. Additional comments. I just want to say what a blessing these past 4 years have been. The Lord has given me so many friendships and opportunity to do this sport, and I will be forever thankful for the memories I have made with this team and this program. To my coaches, thank you for pouring your energy, love, and encouragement into all of us. Your dedication to the game and to making me a better person and player means the world to me. Thank you so much. To my team, thank you for being the sweetest friends and encouragers. God has been such a blessing to me. To Erica, the Dutch Destroyer, the big dog, you have made this sport so fun. I am so thankful for my forever pepper partner, bus buddy, and best friend. To Sadie, what a stud. I'm so lucky to have played with you over these past few years. Even though we fight sometimes, I love you so much. I'm so proud of the player and person you are. Go kill them next year. And to my family, thank you for being my biggest supporters. Thank you for always reminding me of who I am in Christ and who I represent every time I step on the court. Thank you for loving me and encouraging me. I love y'all so much. It's Sydney Washburn. Our next senior we recognize is Katie Malone. Katie is escorted by Patricia Strange and Brad Kelly Malone. Their involvement at SSHS is Ladycat track, Key Club, HOSA, HSTE, practical. Favorite memory, growing up with these girls all throughout high school, our long bus rides, our screaming to the top of our lungs to throw back songs, and most importantly, becoming a family with these girls. My shout outs. To my parents, I thank you for always having my back and supporting me in everything I do. To my coach, thank you for allowing me to play for this team, and even though this is the first and last year I will ever play for you, it has been the best. To my seniors, Sydney, thank you for all the laughs, jokes, and endless encouragement. Erica, thank you for supporting me and never letting me give up. Aaliyah, thank you for being like my sister the last 3 years. I couldn't have done it without you. My team, thank you to Peyton for the constant support, Paris for endless laughs, Brooklyn for always cheering me up, Shella for always being there for me, Sadie for cheering me on and not giving up on me, and Nala for pushing me to be my best. I love y'all so much. Thank you, Krill, for being my life support coach. Thank you for all the underclassmen for making this year the best. Lastly, you to our SS community for supporting us every year. Katie Malone. Thank you, girls, for all you've done.
SST 12:30 a.m. Sulphur Springs. It's time for Ladycat Volleyball. Let's go out to the high school gym where tonight's game is called by KSSC Sports Director Don Jewell. Don?
Well, James Terry, thank you very much. Welcome everyone into the main gym on the campus of Sulphur Springs High School. And we have district volleyball for you tonight. This will be the last game of the district schedule for not only these two teams, but the whole district. There's 3 games going on tonight, and a 6-team district, and everybody's wrapping up district play. And the Ladycats have made the playoffs. That became official after their game on Friday night, and they picked up a road win at Mount Pleasant. And right now in the district standings, they're tied with Royce City. Both of those teams have 4 wins and 5 losses. And as we complete district play, the Greenville Lady Lions and the Lindale Lady Eagles are tied for first with their 8-1 records. And let me see, somewhere I think I've got the schedule for tonight. And there's a chance of them ending up, oh no, they will not end up tied. Lindale is at Greenville. You talk about what should be an electric atmosphere over there in Greenville, as it's Lindale at Greenville. So the winner will be they're playing for the district championship in the last district game, both with 8-1 district records. Mount Pleasant is at Royce City. That game impacts the Lady Cats. Royce City would be favored to win that, and you would think that the Lady Cats here in Sulphur Springs would be favored to beat Texas High. But, you know, that's why you play them. And we appreciate the head coach of Texas High, Melissa Trotter Hardy, as she has agreed tonight to a live stream of our broadcast. So a live video stream, not just audio, which we usually have, but live video stream, and hopefully it's working well. I was told that all the equipment was checked after we've had some difficulty, but everything is supposed to be working, so hopefully we're streaming without incident tonight and doing like we're supposed to. And also agreed to have the game put up on YouTube. When Doug gets through editing, he'll put the edited version up there. I think the process itself kicks off a raw copy, but Doug will put on the edited one. There's not a whole lot of difference, but just kind of shortens it up a little bit. Takes out some of the commercial breaks and all that kind of stuff that just feature me mostly yammering here during a break. So, getting ready to get started here. I tell you, Texas High, we talked about Melissa Trotter Hardy. She's been a coach at Texas High as long as I can remember. This is my 14th year to do volleyball. Her assistants are Robin Holland and also Ashlyn Rabisky and also Javier Ordonez. So Texas High coaching staff. And Bailey Dorner. And her bench assistants are Jared Hammett and also Shay Schaefer. And of course, David Carrillo is also an assistant coach. His JV, by the way, defeated Texas High before this game, 25-20 and 25-19, a 2-0 win for the Lady Cats JV. Also, senior night tonight, and they recognized Aaliyah Abram, also Erica Van Bentham, Sydney Washburn, and Kaylee Malone, as well as manager Brayley Vickery. I'll tell you, Brayley has been very valuable to these Lady Cats. She's done a lot of things that she's been asked to do, and a very valuable member of these Lady Cats. I think we're just about ready now for our pregame, which will include our national anthem, and then David Carrillo will be introducing all of the players on both teams. And David does that well. He also had the dramatic reading during the senior night, and there's usually a lot of copy too. And I'll tell you, the girls' senior nights are a lot longer than the guys, especially those baseball guys last year. That was the briefest stuff I've ever seen in my life. You couldn't hardly get boo out of those guys. Well, the girls get a little bit more excited about it and pour a lot more into it. They'll mention every teammate and every influence on their life. So, but it didn't take too long tonight with just the 4 seniors and the manager. But a good bunch here. The teams are lining up ready to be introduced. And I'm looking for David over there. I think he's got Mike in hand, so here's David Carrillo.
Welcome to tonight's Volleyball District 15 5A contest between the visiting Texas High Lady Tigers and your Sulphur Springs Ladycats. Before we introduce the lineup of both teams, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Now David Carrillo will have the introduction of both of the teams here.
Now, introducing first the visiting Texas High Lady Tigers. Number 1, J.C. Kennedy. Number 2, Ashante Northcross. Number 3, Ellison Davis. Number 4, Logan Pilgrim. Number 5, Valeria Perez. Number 6, Shakiria Webb. Number 7, Bella Cherry. Number 8, Olivia Lauer. Number 9, Emma Prince. Number 10, Ashlyn Gooden. Number 11, Ashlyn Steiger. Number 13, Lauren Ulrich. The Ladies Tigers are coached by Melissa Charter. And now introducing your Sulphur Springs Ladycats. Number 1, Paris Pickett. Number 2, Brooklyn Burnside. Number 3, Sadie Washburn. Number 4, Peyton Hammond. Number 5, Shella Moya. Number 6, Aaliyah Abram. Number 8, Nala Lindley. Number 9, Reasia Ivory. Number 10, Erica Van Bentham. Number 11, Sydney Washburn. Number 13, Katie Malone. Number 14, Caroline Hurley. And number 15, Kinsey Willis. The Lady Cats are coached by head coach Bailey Dorner.
So, introduction of both teams, and we will be getting this underway shortly here. Texas High, I attended their senior night last year, watching the Lady Cats play against Texas High, and wow, what a collection of volleyball players that was. they lost some good ones. Seemed like about 8 seniors off that team, and every one of them had a name that I recognized from multiple sports. Of course, their big hitter last year, I was talking to Coach Trotter Hardy about her, and her last name was Rush and went to Texas A&M, and Coach Hardy told me that she's starting there. And I'm not surprised. That was a fabulous left-handed hitting volleyball player, hit with a lot of power. And definitely you watch her play and she would stick out for you. But they had some other really very nice players, and this is a young bunch, and but Coach Trotter Hardy said that similar to that team from last year, they all kind of came up as freshmen and then kind of went through the program, and by the time they get to be seniors, they were pretty salty. So perhaps in several years, this bunch will be right there with last year's team. And they have struggled this year, but I told Coach Trotter Hardy that I knew she would get them back on top. An excellent reputation, being a tremendous coach. And she is as competitive as they come. I'm telling you, she would fight for that team. Lady Cats are starters now in the court, and now Texas High will join them. Of course, as always happens, the libero cannot start for either team, and so officially one player will have to check out, and the liberos will check in. And it looks like Texas High's libero tonight is Valeria Perez, who now checks in. They also use Ashante Northcross some as a libero, but Perez will be starting. Looks like Lauren Allred's out there for Texas High. In fact, looks like Lauren is going to serve. So it'll be Lauren Allred for Texas High. It will be serving to get us underway here. And the serve on the way, a good one, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up, it's hit, but blocked by Texas High, and the Lady Tigers go up 1-0. Sydney Washburn hit that ball for the Lady Cats, but it was blocked back on the Lady Cats side by Texas High, and they lead 1-0. Here's Allred with another serve, hit by Erica Van Bentham to Hammock, and then hit over by Erica Van Bentham, but it ended up, I think it hit that what looks like a radio antenna on the net. That's an out-of-bounds marker. Lady Cats leading, or Lady Tigers leading 2-0. They serve again and over by Erica Van Bentham. Texas High will set up the net and push it over. Good dig by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up and over by Erica Van Bentham. Texas High sets up the net. It ended up on the Lady Cats side, and they could not return it. So Texas High off to a good start here, and they lead 3-0 here in set number 1. All three serves by Lauren Allred. This one's over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up to Brooklyn Burnside, who hit it into the net, and they cannot get it over. Texas High is out to a 4-0 lead. Kind of reminds me of the last game, that Greenville game the Lady Cats started set 1 this way. About 8 points they had. Here's a serve by Allred, hit by Pickett. Hammock sets it up, and a good kill by Sydney Washburn for the Lady Cats. And Texas High's lead trimmed to 4-1. And now checking in to serve for the Lady Cats is Aaliyah Abram. So Abram serving for the Lady Cats. We're in set 1, just getting underway here. Aaliyah serve, a good one. And Texas High sets up the net and pushed it across. Good dig by Hammock. Hit by Sadie Washburn, and Hammock got it over. Texas High trying to return it, and they do. Dug by Abram. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn, who pushed it over. Texas High keeps it alive. This will have to go over, and does. Dug by Abram. Hammock pushes it over, but Texas High keeps it alive. Sets up the net, pushed it over. It was blocked and sent back over by Brooklyn Burnside, but it went out of bounds. Texas High 5, the Lady Cats 1. And now back to serve is Shanti Northcross for Texas High. Oh, an underhand serve. Here hit to Paris Pickett to Hammock. over to Sydney Washburn, and that's the second kill by Sydney Washburn. And it's the second Lady Cat point. So Lady Cats trim the lead now to 5-2, and in to serve is Chella Moya for the Lady Cats. So Moya. And here's Chella's serve. It's over. Oh, an ace by Chella Moya as Texas High tried to dig it off the floor but could not. And the Lady Cats are back to within 2 now. They trail 5-3 with Moya with another serve coming. And it is over. Texas High hits it up near the net. They set up the net. It was hammered. Oh, it just hit in. That was a big time finish there. And I think that was by Olivia Lauer. I believe got the kill on that. Not exactly 100% sure. Texas High leads 6-3. There's the serve hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Oh, Sadie Washburn mistimed her jump and didn't lay a glove on it. So Texas High back out to now up to a 7-3 lead. There's the serve hit by Sadie Washburn. Hammock pops it up over to Brooklyn Burnside, hammers it across, and whistle blows and a illegal hit on Texas High. Lady Cats are down by 3 though. They're down 7-4, and now serving for the Lady Cats is Brooklyn Burnside. And Brooklyn serve a good one. There's the second Texas High hit, and over it goes. Good dig, Aaliyah Abram. Hammock pops it up, and Burnside will get it across. Texas High sets up the net. The shot blocked and kept alive by Texas High, but an illegal hit on Texas High. And the Lady Cats are back to within 2, 7-5. Brooklyn Burnside to serve for the Lady Cats. We're in set 1. Burnside with a good serve. Good dig by Texas High. Third shot is over. Aaliyah Abram pops it up. Hammock sets it up. Oh, Sadie Washburn blast away and got a big time kill, as Sadie Washburn can do. And the Lady Cats back to within 1. Now it's 7-6. Here's Brooklyn Burnside with another serve for the Lady Cats. It's over. Oh, an ace by Brooklyn Burnside. And we're tied at 7. Texas High started out with a 4-0 lead. They led 5-1, 7-3. But now we're tied at 7. Burnside with another serve for the Lady Cats. There's the second Texas High hit, and a feathered over hit by Moya. Got back over. Texas High returns it. Lady Cats keep it alive, and Sadie Washburn got it over. Texas High sets up the net. The shot is blocked, but blocked out of bounds, and that'll be a point for Texas High. And they go back out in front, 8-7. And now serving for Texas High is Logan Pilgreen. We don't have any classifications on any of these players, just names and numbers. Here's a serve by Pilgreen. It's hit by Abram. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn with another huge kill. Boy, both of hers have been big-time kills, felonies. And it is 8-8. And Sadie Washburn is now back to serve for the Lady Cats, I believe. Yes, she will. So we're tied at 8 here in set 1. And Sadie Washburn serving, a junior, gets it over. Up near the net and pushed, but not over. And then Texas High couldn't feather it over. And the Lady Cats take what I believe is their first lead here in the contest at 9-8. Again, Washburn with a serve, and it's good. Up near the net, and it came near to Nyla Lindley, who returned it. Then Texas High returns it. Moya up to Hammock and over to Erica Van Bentham, who blast away. And Texas High couldn't get it out of the net. Well, they were trying, but their third hit did not get it over. The Lady Cats take a 10-8 lead here in set 1. Sadie Washburn with another serve coming for the Lady Cats. Over. Hit by Texas High up near the net. Peyton Hammock got it over, and then Texas High returns it, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Erica Van Bentham, she hit it across, and a whistle blows, and an illegal hit on Texas High. Lady Cats are leading 11-8. Timeout taken on the court by Melissa Trotter-Hardy for Texas High. We're in set number 1. The Lady Cats are leading Texas High 11-8. Let's take a break here, and we'll be back in a moment. And the Lady Cats are back on the court. Coach Melissa Trotter-Hardy is still talking to her bunch, and she's got another about 15 seconds if she wants to use that. Still on the timeout clock here. They take 1 minute, but the officials, if they notice both teams are back, and we just had a reset of the clock with 7 seconds left. That's the way they'll do that. Sadie Washburn getting ready to serve for the Lady Cats. They lead 11-8. And we're in set 1. Sadie Washburn serve, a good one. Hit by Texas High. Second shot, this will have to go over, and does. Hit by Chelamoya. Hammock sets it up and pushed over Nyla Lindley. Texas High keeps it alive. The third shot did not go over. They kind of got it in the net and could not be dug out of there by Ellison Davis. And the Lady Cats leading 12-8. They've scored the last 5 points. Sadie Washburn a serve. Second Texas High hit and over, but blocked. And a point for the Lady Cats. And they go up 13-8. When they started this run, it was 8-7. Texas High had the lead. 6 in a row. There's a Sadie Washburn serve. Second Texas High hit, and over it goes. Lindley hits it. Hammock sets it up. Erica Van Bentham, she hammers away. Went up into the ceiling, but Texas High kept it alive, and they had good return. Nyla Lindley. Hammock sets it up to Lindley, and a big-time kill by Nyla Lindley. She's getting better at being a strong force at the net. That was not the case when she started playing this year for the varsity. Lady Cats leading 14-8. Here's Sadie Washburn serve. Hit by Texas High. They set up the net, and that sent the player out of bounds in a 2-hit violation against Texas High. And the Lady Cats 15-8. They've scored the last 8 in a row. Sadie Washburn serve. It's over. Hit by Texas High. There's a second shot. This will have to go over. Pushed over. Hammock pops it up. Paris Pickett pops it up. And Sadie Washburn drills it over. Good dig by Texas High. And they return it. And it hit right on the back line. That was a good call by the official there. And that makes it 15-9. And now Texas High has finally got the serve back here. I think this is, I'm not sure what that number is. I believe this may be Olivia Lauer, her serve over. Second hit by the Lady Cats. Nyla Lindley tried to hit it, but it was blocked by Texas High. I think there was a good block there by Valeria Perez. And Texas High is back to within 15-10. And Lauer serving for the Lady Tigers. It's over. Dug by Paris Pickett. And Hammock sets it up. Nyla Lindley pushed it across. Texas High sets up the net. And they tried to feather it over and hit the net. The Lady Cats leading 16-10. And now serving Peyton Hammock will move back to serve as Sydney Washburn checks in along the net. So Peyton Hammock with the serve, and it's over. Hit by Texas High, second hit, and over it goes, and it hit the sideline. Call made by the official with a flag right in front of him. And Texas High trims the Lady Cats lead to 16-11. And now serving is Valeria Perez for Texas High. She gets it over. Hit by Paris Pickett to Hammock, and over by Sydney Washburn. Texas High keeps it alive. Their third shot goes over. Hit by Sydney Washburn high in the air. Hammock pops it up over to Erica Van Bentham. She hit it across. Texas High keeps it alive, pushes it over. Erica Van Bentham pops it up. Hammock pops it up. Sydney Washburn blasts away, but Texas High kept it alive, and they'll return it. Hit by Paris Pickett. Right back across, and that just dumped on the side there by Shakiria Webb. That's what you don't want to do is barely get that ball across the net. And Perez with another serve for Texas High, trailing 16-12. Hit by Kaylee Malone. And third shot by Sydney Washburn. Sydney didn't get a good piece of that one, and it came up short. Texas High has fought back now to 16-13 behind the serving of Valeria Perez. Perez serve is over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock tossed it over, but Texas High returned it, but a hitting violation they say a lift by Texas High, and that young lady is looking at her coach to say, "Coach, what did I do?" Lady Cats leading 17-13, and here's Paris Pickett to serve. Pickett, the libero, gets it across. Second hit by Texas High, and then that one just missed the back line. A try for a kill there by Ashlyn Steiger, who looks like a good finisher, but that one went a tad long. And the Lady Cats leading 18-13. Pickett with another serve for the Lady Cats. Hit by Perez. Texas High sets it up, but they blasted it across the back line. Again, Steiger hitting the ball, but just a little bit too much on that one. And the Lady Cats leading 19-13. Paris Pickett with another serve. And Pickett gets it across. Second Texas High hit, sets up the net, pushes it over into an open area. Nice kill there by Shakaria Webb for Texas High. Makes it a 19-14 game. And now back to the serve is Lauren Allred. Boy, that's a common name if you know sports over in Texas High. Allred serve. Oh, a good one, an ace. And Texas High back within 19-15. Good softball player, good baseball player for Texas High. There's a good serve. The Lady Cats set it up, but Sydney Washburn had her shot blocked, and Texas High has fought back to only down by 3 here. It's 19-16. And Lauren Allred with another serve. Gets it across, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up over to Erica Van Bentham. Texas High, had a hard time setting that up. I think Lauren Allred is that good third baseman I was talking about, Texas High. Lady Cats got that point, and it's 20-16, and Aaliyah Abram now serving for the Lady Cats. Aaliyah with a good serve. There's the second Texas High hit, and they push it over, and it just missed the line. Oh, that was close. But the line judge looking right down that line. Point for the Lady Cats. They lead 21-16. And here is timeout taken on the court. We're in set number 1. The Lady Cats leading Texas High 21-16. Timeout taken. We'll be back in a moment. Both teams back out on the court now. Lady Cats leading Texas High in set number 1, 21-16, and Aaliyah Abram now serving for the Lady Cats. And Aaliyah's serve on the way, just pushes it over. Texas High made a good dig. They set up the net and push it across, and that one landed in. A good kill there. The second time we've called her Shakaria Webb. Pretty good finisher there for that young lady. And Steiger looks like also has a lot of potential, so these players will be blossoming over in years to come. There's an underhand Texas High serve. Lady Cats get it back across, and a good kill by Sydney Washburn. She's had 3 here in this set. Lady Cats leading 22-17. And now back to serve is Chella Moya. She'll do that little jump serve. Hit by Texas High. They'll set up the net and push it across, and it landed in. The side judge rules that one in. That was another close one. And it makes it 22-18. And Ashlyn Steiger is now serving. Gets it over. Hit by Aaliyah Abram. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn blast away, and that one landed in the Texas High court. Point for the Lady Cats, and they're up 23-18. And Brooklyn Burnside back serving now for the Lady Cats. And Brooklyn serve on the way is across, but that one too far, went across the back line. And that reduces the Lady Cats lead to 23-19. All the Lady Cats are attired in pink socks and pink shoestrings. They may have that. They may like that look so much that they may go to that all the time. Texas High now is trying to figure out who's going to serve here. And going back to serve is Logan Pilgreen. 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 Serving for Texas High. And, she was ready to go, but the officials were not. They had the official down that's on the court, down on the court. She was in the scores table. And now she's been satisfied, and now they get to go ahead to Pilgreen to serve. Kind of interrupted her there. And Pilgreen's serve is on the way. Hit by Chelamoya. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn blasts away. Texas High keeps it alive. Set up the net. Over it goes, and then hit into the net by the Lady Cats. Texas High has reduced the lead to 3 now at 23-20. So they're trying to make it interesting here at the end of set number 1. Pilgreen with another serve coming for Texas High. 3 out of 5 tonight. There's Pilgreen's serve, hit by Chelamoya. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn blasts away. Texas High keeps it alive and pushed it. Oh, third shot hit, gobbled up by the net. Lady Cats leading 24-20. And Sadie Washburn will try to serve it out here. This is set point. Lady Cats leading 24-20. Washburn, Sadie Washburn to serve. Over. Texas High sets up the net, pushed it over and right into an open spot. Looked like somebody had to really bend their back there, but a good kill by J.C. Kennedy made it 24-21. And Texas High serving, I believe this is Lauer, gets it over. Dug back across by Sadie Washburn. Oh, it hit the Texas High player. She was trying to get out of the way of it, and it hit her, and so that's a point for the Lady Cats. That would have gone long. That Texas High player trying to get out of the way of there, but just could not backpedal fast enough, and the Lady Cats win set 1 by the score of 21-25. So that is set 1. The teams will change courts. Lady Cats moving to our right and Texas High to our left. And we played 1 here from the main gym at the campus of Sulphur Springs High School. And the Lady Cats win set 1 by the score of 25-21. Let's take a break here. We'll be back with the start of set number 2 right after this break. And just about ready to get underway here in set number 2. Both teams are back out on the court. Lady Cats again won the first set 25-21. Lady Cats will be serving first this time. And I think the way that the coach Dorner has the rotation tonight, that means Aaliyah Abram. And Aaliyah now has a volleyball in her hand. And the crowd beginning to get into this, like a Texas Ranger game when it says cheer. Sometimes that's what it takes. Here's Aaliyah Abram, and she hits it across. And Texas High's second hit, this will have to go over, and does not hit just in the top of the net, and did not refuse to go over, and the Lady Cats leading 1-0. Abram with another serve coming for the Lady Cats. Here's Aaliyah Abram's serve, it's over, hit by Texas High. Second, set it up, and over it goes, hit by Sadie Washburn. And nobody else could get to it. Sadie kind of struggled to hit it, and then nobody else could rally to the cause. 1-1 now. And checking in to serve is Lauren Allred. I'm pretty sure that's that very good third baseman for Texas High. Allred's serve hit by Leah Abram. Set up by Hammock and over by Burnside. Blocked by Texas High, but they blocked it out of bounds, and Lady Cats will take a 2-1 lead. And checking in off the bench to serve now will be Chella Moya. Moya for the Lady Cats. And Chella's serve on the way, a good one. It's up near the net. Texas High sets it up and gets it across. Oh, it went off of the Lady Cat and headed back to the back wall. Nice, strong finish, and I believe, again, that was by Shakiria Webb. We're tied at 2. And checking in off the Texas High bench to serve now is Ashanti Northcross. And she does it underhanded. Hit by Abram. Hammock sets it up and blasted over by Sadie Washburn. Went off of Texas High players and then right down to the floor for a kill. And the Lady Cats leading 3-2. And Brooklyn Burnside now serving for the Lady Cats. Brooklyn's serve is a good one. Texas High sets up the net, pushed it over. Lady Cats keep it alive. Moya drives it back across. Texas High again sets it up. A whistle blows and a hitting violation, a double hit called on Texas High, and the Lady Cats are up 4-2. Burnside with another serve coming. And Brooklyn Burnside serve is on the way. It's hit by Texas High. There's their second shot, and over it goes. Dug by Abram, hit by Moya, and then Hammock was chasing into the scorer's table and couldn't get much on it. Lady Cats kind of scrambling. Texas High trails only 4-3 now. And serving is Ashlyn Steiger, got it across. Set up to the net, and Sadie Washburn hammers away. They got it back across. The Lady Cats cannot get it back across. And Texas High is tied this set number 2 at 4-4. So Steiger, Ashlyn Steiger, will have another serve coming. And into the net on the serve, and the Lady Cats move up 5-4. Steiger looks, again, she looks like one with some potential. I like that Webb. Another player that looks like could definitely be, you know, a future star for these Texas High Lady Tigers. Now serving senior Kaylee Malone. Gets it across, knocked all the way back across. Both teams get it back, and now the Lady Cats get it over Erica Van Bentham, and she hit the sideline right in front of the Texas High bench. And the Lady Cats are up 6-4. So Kaylee Malone with another serve. Kaylee, one of the 4 seniors. And Kaylee gets it across. Texas High sets up the net, drives it across. Good dig, Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up to Erica Van Bentham, who drove it across. Texas High's third shot is over. Hit by Kaylee Malone. Hammock sets it up. Erica Van Bentham drove it across, but hit back across the back line. Lady Cats leading Texas High 6-5. And now serving is Logan Pilgreen for Texas High. We're in set 2. Lady Cats won the first, 25-21. And Pilgreen gets it across, dug by Malone. Hammock sets it up or back to Paris Pickett, who drove it across. And Texas High got it back over, up in the air by Van Bentham and Hammock. And Kaylee Malone hits it back across. Over by Texas High, and Lindley dropped it back over. Texas High sets up the net, but it was hit back on the Texas High side, and they couldn't return that one. And Lady Cats move ahead 7-5. And Peyton Hammock now serving for the Lady Cats. And there's Peyton's serve. Second Texas High hit, and over it goes, dug by Paris Pickett. High in the air, Hammock, driven by Sydney Washburn, but blocked back on Lady Cats' side by Texas High. The Lady Cats keep it alive. They'll set up Sydney Washburn, her shot blocked again, and then a violation, hitting violation on the Lady Cats. So Texas High is back to within 7-6. And now serving for Texas High will be Olivia Lauer. Olivia's serve is on the way. It's hit by Malone, and then Pickett, and over by Peyton Hammock. Texas High up near the net. They'll set it up and drive it back across. Oh, they say it hit the sideline. The judge on the with the flag said it hit in the court, and we're tied at 7. And Lauer with another serve for Texas High. All knotted up. This has been a tight one in this set. Lauer with a serve, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Sydney Washburn drives it across. Texas High hit it back across. Pickett's second shot pops it up and over by Kaylee Malone. Texas High will set up the net, drive it across, hit by Malone, but heads to the back wall, and Texas High now takes an 8-7 lead. I believe that's their first lead in this set at 8-7. Lauer with another serve, gets it over, dug by Malone all the way back across. Texas High keeps it alive though, and returns it blocked by the Lady Cats. Good block in there, I think, by Nyla Lindley. And we're tied at 8 as Paris Pickett, the libero for the Lady Cats, goes back to serve. As I always say, the libero looks like they missed the memo on how to dress. They're different from every other player. Pickett serve. And Texas High feathers it across. Oh, a nice feathering move there that into a good spot by Sha'Carri Webb. And Texas High takes a 9-8 lead. And now serving is Valeria Perez for Texas High. Gets it over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up, and then Sydney Washburn drove it across the back line. And Texas High up 10-8. And Valeria Perez to serve again. She's the libero for Texas High. Gets it over, hit by Kaylee Malone. Popped up Hammock and over by Paris Pickett, and she hit the back line. Just inside the line there by Paris Pickett. And the Lady Cats are down by 1 here in set 2, 10-9 as Aaliyah Abram checks in to serve. Lady Cats lead 1-0, won the first set 25-21. Best 3 out of 5. Over by Abram. Texas High sets up the net and shot blocked, but Texas High knocked it back on the Lady Cats side. It's set up. Sydney Washburn pushes it over, and Texas High could not return it. We're tied at 10, and we've seen some ties. 1-1, 2-2, 4-4, 7-7, 8-8, and 10-10. So lots of ties here in a close second set. And the ball just now making its way back to Aaliyah Abrams so she can serve again. Abram gets it across. The second Texas High hit. This will have to go over, and does. Hit by Aaliyah Abram. High in the air by Hammock. Sadie Washburn with a big time kill. And the Lady Cats are up 11-10. Sadie Washburn, just a junior, her second year on the varsity. She was a good player as a sophomore last year. Can't imagine she'll be a good senior. Aaliyah Abram with the serve. Lady Cats leading 11-10. There's a second Texas High hit, and into the net, trying to get that third one over. And the Lady Cats will lead 12-10. And Aaliyah Abram serving for the Lady Cats. Aaliyah's serve is over. Texas High again will set it up, and oh, a nice finish by Steiger on the kill. They haven't scored that point yet. Scoreboard taking their time. It should be 12-11. Now they get it. And back to serve is Lauren Allred. And gets it over. Hit by Leah Abram. Hammock sets it up. Burnside shot is blocked back on the Lady Cats side. And Texas High has tied this thing at 12-12. And so another serve coming for Allred. Had a governor named that, as I recall. There's Allred serve. There's the second hit. And over by Sydney Washburn. Texas High scrambling, but this third shot does go over. Abram pops it up. Hammock sets it up and blasted away Burnside, but Texas High keeps it alive. And oh, the third shot ends up in the net. Lady Cats leading 13-12. And checking in to serve now is Chella Moya. So Moya to serve. Lady Cats leading 13-12. Oh, it just ticked the top of the net, but Texas High keeps it alive, sets it up, pushed it over, and the Lady Cats could not return it, and we're tied at 13. This has been a nip and tuck affair here. 13-13, back and forth. 1 point and then 1 point, seems like. Serving for Texas High, Ashante Northcross, hit by Leah Abram. Hammock sets it up, and Sadie Washburn's shot is blocked back on the Lady Cat side. Texas High takes a 14-13 lead. Northcross, another one, I would assume, another one of these underhanded serves. pops it right over. Hit by Leah Abram. Hammock sets it up. Burnside, oh, she couldn't clear the net. Texas High up 15-13 now in set 2. And Northcross with another underhand serve here and gets it across. Hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set it up. A Sadie Washburn, a big time kill. And the Lady Cats trail 15-14 here in set 2. And now serving Brooklyn Burnside for the Lady Cats. And Brooklyn ready to go here and gets it over. There's the second Texas High hit, and over it goes. Nice finish there by Pilgreen. And Texas High is up by 2 now, and they've had a couple of 2-point leads. They're up 16-14. And Steiger now serving for Texas High. Gets it over. Dug by Abram. Hammock sets it up, and has Sadie Washburn, another big kill. And we have a 1-point game at 16-15. And Kaylee Malone comes in to serve. Kaylee seeing some good action on senior night. A delight to be around. There's a serve, a good one. Texas High, a nice dig. They keep it alive and get it over. Dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Nyla Lindley shot blocked, but then she hit it with her left hand, but official didn't like that hit and called an illegal hit. Texas High with another 2-point lead at 17-15. And Logan Pilgreen now serving for Texas High from Texarkana, Texas. Over by Pilgreen. It's hit. No, it's heading backwards. Pickett hits it, and this one over by Nyla Lindley. Texas High sets up the net and drives it across. It went off of Kaylee Malone and back to the back wall, and Texas High's lead is now 3 points. Surprised that didn't earn a timeout from Bailey Dorner. Texas High beginning to show a little daylight here. They lead 18-15. Pilgreen to serve again for Texas High. Gets it over. Dug by Paris Pickett. Hit over by Erica Van Bentham. They didn't like that hit. So point goes and timeout taken by the Lady Cats. We're in set 2. Texas High leading this one 19-15. The Lady Cats won the first 25-21. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. And Texas High breaks out of the huddle now, and the Lady Cats are out there first. But Texas High is beginning to get some daylight now as they lead 19-15, and Pilgreen will have another serve coming for the Lady Tigers. Set 2, the Lady Cats won the first one. Pilgreen serve, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set it up, Erica Van Bentham, and another a double hit call. Boy, these officials all of a sudden don't like anything the Lady Cats are hitting. Illegal hit after illegal hit call. Texas High up 20-15. Pilgreen serve, hit by Kaylee Malone. Hammock pops it up and over by Paris Pickett. Up near the net, and Texas High can't dig it out of there. And the Lady Cats are down by 4 now, 20-16. And Peyton Hammock now serving. Now Peyton ready to serve here. The sophomore gets it across. Hit once by Texas High. The second hit, and over it goes. Dug by Malone. Hammock will set it up and pushed over. Good kill there. Softly done by Sydney Washburn. And that trims the Texas High lead to 3 at 20-17. Hammock with another serve coming. And there's the hit by Peyton Hammock. Texas High sets up the net. They got it over a little bit too much though, but now they rule into the, they said over the net. I thought you could do that. But they didn't like the hit anyway by Erica Van Bentham. Maybe said into the net. And Texas High leads now 21-17. There's a serve by Texas High, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Van Bentham drives it over. Texas High feathers it over and right into an open spot on the Lady Cats court. And Texas High is on the verge of tying it up here. And they're ahead 22-17. And Lauer serving. Gets it over, dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Erica Van Bentham drove it across. And that point, a lift on Texas High. So they're getting to be sticklers here in set 2 about hits. 22-18. Texas High lead, served by Paris Pickett. Texas High second hit, and over it goes, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up, and Erica Van Bentham popped it high in the air over the net. Texas High returns it, dug by Paris Pickett. Set up on the net. No, Burnside drove it. Texas High scrambling, but they can't get to the nice effort there by Lauer, but Texas High couldn't chase it down. She was lucky to get to that ball. Lady Cats now trail Texas High 22-19 with Paris Pickett serving for the Lady Cats. Paris' serve, a good one. Texas High sets up the net and got it back on the Lady Cat side, and they couldn't do anything with it. Texas High leads 23-19. And serving now is Perez for the Lady Tigers. Trying to even it up here. Perez with a serve, hit by Van Bentham. Hammock sets it up. And good hit by Sydney Washburn inside the line. And the Lady Cats still trail by 3, though, but 23-20 as Aaliyah Abram checks in to serve for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats have kind of been chasing for most of this one. Seemed like since the middle part of this set. Abrams serve, a good one. There's the second Texas High hit. This will have to go over, and does. It's hit by Leah Abrams. Popped up to Sadie Washburn, hammers it across, but Texas High keeps it alive. They set up the net, and they push it over. There's the second Lady Cats hit, and Sadie Washburn got it over, but their shot blocked, and the Lady Cats couldn't get it back. And Texas High now at set point at 24-20. And they're going to send in Lauren Allred to try to wrap it up here. And Lauren's serve on the way. It's dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up, and Brooklyn Burnside with a nice finish. Lady Cats avoid one set point. They still trail 24-21. And Chella Moya will now be serving for the Lady Cats. And here is Chella's serve. Up near the net. And pushed over. Paris Pickett digs it. Hammock sends it over. Sadie Washburn hammers it over and got a kill. Another set point the Lady Cats avoid. But they need some more. They're still trailing 24-22. Moya with another serve coming. And timeout taken by Melissa Trotter-Hardy for Texas High. Texas High leads in set 2, 24-22. The Lady Cats won the first, 25-21. Let's take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. And back to play now, and Chella Moya continuing to serve for the Lady Cats, and Texas High leads this set 2, 24-22. Served by Moya. There's the second Texas High hit, and this one goes over, hit by Leah Abrams. Set up to Sadie Washburn. She fires away, but Texas High returned it. Paris Pickett pops it up. Hammock sets up Brooklyn Burnside, who dropped it in there. Hit it across the net, and it landed in. And the Lady Cats avoid a third set point, but they still trail 24-23. So they need this one to try to extend the match. And here is Chella Moya getting it over. Second Texas High hit, and they pushed it over. Abram hit it. Hammock set it up. Burnside blast away. Texas High keeps it alive. They send it up near the net and push it over. Hit by Abram. Oh, and the Lady Cats all ran away from the ball. And it fell in, and Texas High wins set number 2. So each team now has won a set. So Lady Cats won, Texas High won. Again, the Lady Cats won the first one, 25-21. Texas High wins this one, 25-23. So we've played 2 and getting ready for a third set. And this is going to be more than a 3-setter tonight, because it's got to go at least 4 now. with each team picking up a set. So once again, they'll change back to the original configuration with the Lady Cats to our left, Texas High to our right. And we're in a break here, and we'll come back with the start of set number 3 right after this break. Well, I thought Texas High was getting ready to break the huddle, but perhaps not. But I don't think they'll be over there too much longer. Lady Cats are already out on the court here, as we're tied at 1. Now again, the Lady Cats won the first 25-21, and Texas High rallied. Well, actually, they held off the Lady Cats rally. The Lady Cats had rallied from 24-20 all the way up to 24-23. But then Texas High got the last point, and they won the set 25-23. So set number 3, Texas High should be serving first here in this set 3. And let's see who they will decide on to do their service. The one thing the officials do is seem like they check all the numbers on everybody to see who's out there and make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. And that's what always takes a little bit of time there, to make sure that everybody's where they're supposed to be. Now again, I've not identified, I'm trying to think, who started this? Well, it looks like it might be Lauren Allred. Yes, it is. Lauren Allred will be serving. She's had some good moments serving tonight. There's Allred serve. Oh boy, did I jinx her. She hit it across the back line. I did not do that on purpose. Lady Cats leading 1-0, and Erica Van Bentham is back to serve. Erica, one of our 4 seniors tonight, gets it across. Texas High sets up the net and pushes it across, dug by Van Bentham, and Hammock flings it over. Texas High keeps it alive, and they'll return it, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up. Erica Van Bentham from mid-range got it across. Texas High sets across the net and got it. Good dig, Van Bentham. Hammock high in the air to Sydney Washburn. She gets it over. Texas High keeps it alive and pushed it over. Dug by Van Bentham. Hammock sends it over Sadie Washburn. Her shot blocked by Texas High. Boy, that either was Webb or Steiger right there together. And we're tied at 1 here in set number 3. And checking in to serve, the underhand server tonight, Ashante Northcross. She's had quite a few service points, and she got set across. Dug by Abram. Blocked back on the Lady Cat side. They send it over to Sadie Washburn, and she hammered away, went off the libero for Texas High. And the Lady Cats are up 2-1 here in set 3. And checking in to serve is Chella Moya. So Moya serving for the Lady Cats. About a week from tonight, I think the Lady Cats will be in the playoffs. There's Moya's serve. Oh, it hit the antenna. That's what I call it. Looks like an old radio aerial. But it's an out-of-bounds marker, so you hit it, it's out of bounds. We're tied at 2. Texas High serve, hit by Abram. Hammock will set it up to Brooklyn Burnside, who pushes it across. Texas High sets up the net and pushes it over Abram with a dig. Hammock sets up Burnside, hammers away, went off a Texas High player on the deflection. Point Lady Cats, and they lead here in set 3, 3-2. Brooklyn Burnside now serving for the Lady Cats. And Burnside with a serve, a good one. Second Texas High hit, and over it goes, dug by Sadie Washburn. Hammock pops it right back to Sadie, and she hit it across. Texas High sets it up and got it over off Abram. Popped up by Hammock, and Abram will get it across. There's the second hit, Texas High. The shot blocked back on Texas High's side. They kept it alive, and now a whistle blows, and a double hit called on Texas High. Lady Cats leading 4-2. Burnside to serve for the Lady Cats. And Brooklyn Burnside gets it over. Texas High sets up the net. The shot blocked back, and And then Texas High pushed it back on the Lady Cats side, and they could not return it. Lady Cats leading 4-3, and Pilgreen now serving for Texas High. We're in set 3. Each team has one set. Lady Cats leading this one 4-3. Pilgreen with a serve, hit by Abram. Hammock pops it up. Sadie Washburn with a big-time kill. And the Lady Cats leading 5-3. Sadie usually seemed like between 15 and 20 kills a game. She is definitely the go-to young lady for the Lady Cats. The kills department, she serve is good by Sadie Washburn. Texas High's third shot is over, dug by Moya. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn, she blasts away. Texas High keeps it alive, sits it up near the net, but hit it back across the back line. Just a little too long for Texas High, and the Lady Cats are up 6-3. Sadie Washburn with another serve for the Lady Cats. And hits it off the libero. Second shot, Texas High. They put it over, hit by Moya. Hammock pops it up and over by Sadie Washburn. Texas High keeps it alive. They'll set up the net and push it over, and a nice kill there by Lauer for Texas High, and the Lady Cats lead trimmed to 6-4, and Lauer will move back to serve. This is Olivia Lauer. As Kaylee Malone checks in for the Lady Cats. Lauer's serve is hit by Moya. Hammock will set it up. Erica Van Bentham drives it across. That was a deflection. It went long, but deflected off a Texas High player, and every official saw that one. And 7-4. Lady Cats lead, and Peyton Hammock is now back to serve for the Lady Cats. And Peyton's serve on the way, a good one. Texas High's libero hit the ball, and then nobody could get to it. And the Lady Cats are up 8-4 with Hammock with another serve coming. And Peyton gets it across up near the net. Texas High, a big time finish there for Texas High, as that was Webb. So a big kill for Webb, and Lady Cats lead trimmed to 8-5. Libero Perez now serving for Texas High. Hit by Pickett and Hammock, and over by Erica Van Bentham with a nice kill. Erica Van Bentham with a kill. Lady Cats leading 9-5. Paris Pickett now serving for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats won 25-21. Texas High won 25-23. And we're in set number 3. Pickett gets it over. Hit by Texas High. The second hit, and over it goes, dug by Van Bentham. Hammock will set it up, and over by Sydney Washburn. And Texas High scrambling, but they tried to get it across. Then the third hit went into the net. Lady Cats leading 10-5 here in set 3. And Paris Pickett back to serve. We haven't seen many leads this big in this match. Pickett with a serve up near the net and pushed over by Texas High. Good dig by Kaylee Malone, but I said a good dig. She was good to get it up off the floor, but put it up near the Eagles' nest and up there in the net, and hard to get out of, and point for Texas High, and they trail 10-6. And Allred now serving for Texas High. Gets it over. Hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets up. Sydney Washburn blast away. Texas High scrambling, but they did get it back across. Kaylee Malone pops it up. Hammock sets it up. Sydney Washburn drives it across. Texas High kept it alive. A whistle blows, and it's going to be a double hit on Texas High. Lady Cats leading 11-6. Erica Van Bentham back to serve. She was just serving a while ago. No, I take that back. That was a kill I gave her credit for. There's a hit by Erica Van Bentham. Texas High up near the net, and they push it over. Hit by Kaylee Malone. Sydney Washburn pops it up, and Erica Van Bentham, she feathered it in there, and she ran into another Lady Cat as and that disrupted the hit. And that makes it 11-7. And now serving is Ashanti Northcross for Texas High. Lady Cats leading 11-7. Pretty good crowd in the gym here tonight. And Northcross the serve, hit by Sydney Washburn. Hammock sets it up. Brooklyn Burnside fires away. Texas High keeps it alive and returns it. Hit by Abram to Hammock. And Sadie Washburn was going to hit it, but a 2-hit violation on the Lady Cats. Boy, I hate that call. It's so arbitrary to me. 11-8, and now Northcross serving for Texas High. Abram hits it. Hammock sets it up. Burnside fires away. Texas High kept it alive up near the net, and they feather it over, and the Lady Cats cannot return it. And Texas High has fought back to within 11-9 here. And Northcross ready to serve for Texas High. Rallying back here. Northcross serve hit by Abram. Hammock sets it up. Burnside, right in her wheelhouse there, and big time kill by Brooklyn Burnside. Nice setup there by Peyton Hammock. When you do that right, if you learn where the wheelhouse is, and that was right in there for Brooklyn Burnside. Lady Cats leading 12-9, and here's Chelamoya with a serve for the Lady Cats. Texas High will set up the net, and they push it over, but out of bounds. Went over near the scorer's table. Lady Cats leading 13-9. Moya with another serve coming. And Moya with a serve. It's over. Hit up near the net. Burnside knocked it back across. Texas High kept it alive, and they return it. Sadie Washburn digs. Hammock sends it over to Aaliyah Abram, who hammers it across. Right up in that net, and Brooklyn Burnside rose up there and dropped it back on the Lady Cat side. Nice kill there by Brooklyn Burnside. Lady Cats leading 14-9, and Moya with another serve coming here. She's had a couple in a row. Moya with a serve, hit by Texas High. They'll set up near the net and get it over. A nice finish. The official with the flag said it was a good hit in there. So that was Lauer with the kill, making it 14-10. And here's Steiger with a serve, went across the back line. Lady Cats leading 15-10. And let's see who's going to, Brooklyn Burnside is serving for the Lady Cats. Brooklyn Burnside, into the net. 15-11. Texas High trails by 4 now, and heading back to serve is Logan Pilgreen. And Pilgreen to serve for Texas High. Gets it over, dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets up, Sadie Washburn blast away, and Texas High can't return it. Lady Cats leading 16-11. Boy, lots of subs tonight. Hard for these officials to keep up with everybody, looks like. And serving now is Kaylee Malone. And Malone's serve is good. Up near the net. Texas High scrambling, but they got it back across. Chelamoya sets it up. Hammock sets up Nyla Lindley, who blasts away. And it's pushed over by Texas High. Lady Cats are scrambling, but they get it back. Nicely done. Texas High up near the net, and they push it over. But an illegal hit, a lift called on Texas High. And the Lady Cats leading 17-11 with Malone with another serve coming. The senior, Kaylee Malone, good serve. Second hit by Texas High, and over it goes. Good dig by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up, and Malone gets it over. That away, Kaylee. Texas High sets up the net and gets it over, and I think they're going to say, let's see, that looked like a Texas High point. Yes, that's what it was. I thought they were going to call some kind of illegal hit, but not so. Texas High cuts the lead to 17-12, and they serve. It went off a Lady Cat and back toward the back wall. And Texas High back to within 4 now at 17-13. Lauer will serve again. Lady Cats leading in set 3, 17-13. And there's Lauer's serve, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up toward Erica Van Bentham, who got it over, and it went too long. Just missed the back line. And Texas High has fought back to within 3 at 17-14. And Lauer will, hit it into the net. And the Lady Cats up 18-14 now, and back to serve is Peyton Hammock. This is kind of like a warm-up game for the playoffs for the Lady Cats. Has about kind of that intensity. There's not a lot of intensity in this game. I have not seen that. Peyton Hammock with a serve. It's set up to the net and blocked by the Lady Cats. And back on the Texas High side, and they cannot return it. The Lady Cats up 19-14. And Hammock with another serve coming. 19-14 lead, Lady Cats. Each team has the set as we play in set 3. And Peyton Hammock gets it across. Texas High sets up the net and hit back on the Lady Cats side, and they cannot return it. Texas High trails 19-15. Their Valeria Perez now serving. Over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets up Erica Van Bentham, who blasts away. A good kill by Erica Van Bentham. (20-15). And Paris Pickett, Lady Cats leading by 5, and Paris Pickett now serving for the Lady Cats. The libero gets it over. Second hit by Texas High, and over it goes, dug by Malone. Hammock will set up Burnside, and she hit it off a Texas High net player. Good point by Brooklyn Burnside. Lady Cats leading 21-15, and timeout taken by Texas High coach Melissa Trotter-Hardy. And we're in set 3. The Lady Cats leading 21-15. Each team has one set as we play in set 3. We'll be back in a moment. Lady Cats leading in set 3, 21-15. Lady Cats won the first, 25-21. Texas High won the second set, 25-23. Paris Pickett is back to serve again for the Lady Cats, who lead again 21-15. Trying to take a 2-1 lead in sets. But they've got a way to go. They're only at 21 right now. And Paris Pickett given the go-ahead and gets it across. Oh, wow, the Texas High girl whiffed on the play, and then it went long. She's happily embarrassed there. That was Lauer who missed, but the ball went long. Texas High trails by 5 now, 21-16, and Lauren Allred now serving for the Lady Tigers. Hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set up Sydney Washburn, and a good kill by Sid. And Sydney ran in the regional cross-country meet on Monday. Lady Cats now lead 22-16, and Aaliyah Abram now serving for the Lady Cats. Abram serve, a good one. And the second Texas High hit and pushed it over. The Lady Cats pushed it back over. Texas High returned it. Hammock will set up Sadie Washburn, and she hammers away. Texas High kept it alive. They'll set up the net and push it over. Paris Pickett tried for a dig but couldn't get it up off the floor. And Texas High is back to within 5 at 22-17. And checking in off the Texas High bench is LaShontae Northcross, who has that different underhand serve. Very efficient with it. Hit by Pickett. Hammock sets up Burnside, blast away. Texas High returns it, hit by Pickett and Hammock. And Sydney Washburn hammers it over, went across the back line. And again, a Texas High player did a good job of getting out of the way and not getting a deflection. Texas High back to within 4 now, 22-18. Northcross with another serve, hit by Abram. Hammock sets up Burnside. Her shot blocked back on the Lady Cats side. And Texas High is coming back here, and they're down by 3 in set 3, 22-19. Crowd getting anxious here, the local crowd. Northcross with a serve. Hit by Pickett. Hammock sets up Sadie Washburn, and she hammers away. Texas High tried to return it. They had 3 hits to do it and couldn't get it back across. So point for the Lady Cats, and they lead 23-19. And checking in to serve, Chilla Moya. Chilla, her first year on the varsity. Gets it over. And Texas High's second hit up near the net. And a nice kill by Texas High. That was Lauer on the kill. And Texas High is back to within 23-20. And Steiger is back to serve for Texas High. Steiger's serve is over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set up Sadie Washburn, and she hammered it off of a Texas High net player and got the point. Lady Cats now with set point at 24-20. Trying to go up 2-1 as Brooklyn Burnside is now serving for the Lady Cats. Over, and an ace by Brooklyn Burnside, and that's going to do it for the Lady Cats as they win set 3, 25-20. So Lady Cats won the first, 25-21. Texas High won the second, 25-23. And the Lady Cats win set number 3, 25-20. So 2 for the Lady Cats and 1 for Texas High. As we get ready for set number 4, as once again the teams will exchange ends. And we've got a couple of minutes before we'll start set number 4. So let's take a break here, and we'll be back with the start of set number 4 as Lady Cats are leading so far here 2-1. Back in a moment. And getting ready to start set number 4 here from the main gym on the campus Sulphur Springs High School. District Volleyball, Texas High Lady Tigers visiting the Lady Cats of Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats lead 2-1 as we get ready for set number 4. Texas High, of course, would want to send this to a 5th set, and the Lady Cats would like to wrap it up. Lady Cats will serve first. Erica Van Bentham is back to serve for the Lady Cats. I think if it goes to a 5th set, I think they have to do some kind of coin flip or something to determine, because both sides have had 2 first services. So, and here's Erica Van Bentham to get us started with a serve. Second hit by Texas High. They push it over, dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn hits it across. Texas High got it back over, but looked like entangled into the net there. Texas High player that hit it across, but that net was quivering there. And the Lady Cats leading 1-0. Van Bentham with another serve for the Lady Cats. Gets it over. Texas High sets up the net, pushed it over, but looked like, he said it was a good one. I thought that went wide, but he's right there looking down that line, said it was good, and we're tied at 1. So Texas High now serving, and looks like Valeria, no, it will not be Valeria Perez. She will defer to Lauren Allred now serving for Texas High. Her serve is into the net, and the Lady Cats leading 2-1. And Chilla Moya now in off the Lady Cats bench to serve. And here is Chilla's serve, and it is over. Texas High sets up the net and went off of Lady Cats net people and then went out of bounds. So a good kill by Texas High, ties it at 2 apiece. And Northcross, now checks in for Texas High. And that underhand serve is over. Paris Pickett pops it up. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn, good play by Texas High to get that back across. Set up on the net. Brooklyn Burnside fires away, and Texas High can't dig that one off the floor. They made one miraculous return, but had trouble on the second one. Good kill by Brooklyn Burnside. 3-2 Lady Cats lead, and Burnside now serving for the Lady Cats. Burnside serve. There's its second Texas High hit, and over it goes, dug by Sadie Washburn. Hammock will set it back to Sadie, who hit it back across. Although Texas High quit playing for a second, but they did return it. Lady Cats return it. Texas High returns it. and over by Sadie Washburn. Texas High sets up the net, pushes it back across. Abram high in the air. Set up at the net and over by Nyla Lindley, but it's good. They say it hit inbounds. And the Lady Cats are up 4-2. So Burnside will have another serve for the Lady Cats. And 4-2. Coach Trotter Hardy talking to the officials and now has a seat. And here's Burnside with the serve. Oh, that's heading across the back line. Point for Texas High. They trail 4-3 here in set 4. They have to win or it's going to be all over here. Lady Cats leading 2-1. There's Steiger's serve. Hit by Moya. Popped up by Hammett and over by Paris Pickett. Set up to the net. Texas High gets it on the Lady Cat side and they can't return it. We're tied at 4. And Steiger, Ashlyn Steiger, now serving. As checking in for the Lady Tigers is Ellison Davis. She'll replace Allred. And now Steiger serving for Texas High. We're tied at 4. It's a cross. Second shot by the Lady Cats and over by Sadie Washburn. Oh, wide or long, said the official with a flag. And Texas High leads 5-4. That was another close one. Steiger serving for Texas High. Gets it over. Hit by Abram. Hammock sets it up and over by Nyla Lindley. Texas High sets up the net and got it across. Hit by Abram nicely. Hammock pops it up and Abram will get it across. Texas High sends it over. Hit by Washburn to Hammock and back to Sadie Washburn. And then Texas High dived in a lot of effort there but could not get the ball back. Hustling all the way, Texas High, but Lady Cats tied up at 5-5. And Kaylee Malone, the unforgettable Kaylee Malone. There's a story behind that. And now the players not checking in properly and the official calling them back there. And now getting everybody in properly, and that includes Kaylee Malone, who was getting ready to serve. Oh, Malone now serving for the Lady Cats, tied up at 5. Gets it over. Texas High will set up the net, and a whistle blows, and a double hit on Texas High. Lady Cats leading 6-5. Kaylee Malone with the serve for the Lady Cats. Gets it over. Boy, barely cleared the net. Third shot, Texas High goes over, high in the air by Hammett. Moya, good job of scrambling back, and the Lady Cats got it back across. Up over the net, and Erica Van Bentham made them pay. That just cleared the net, and Erica Van Bentham hammered it back on the Lady Cats, or on the Lady Tigers side. Lady Cats leading 7-5. Malone with another serve. Good to see her playing a lot on senior night. Gets it over. A second hit, and not over by Texas High. Tried to kind of direct that over and it into the net. Lady Cats leading 8-5. Malone, serve again. And got it over. And that one hammered over and went off Lady Cats, and that's a point for Texas High. A nice finish by the Lady Tigers. Makes it 8-6, and Pilgreen, Logan Pilgreen now serving for Texas High right in front of Isabel Reyna, who's shooting pictures tonight. Pilgreen's serve is hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock pops it up over to Erica Van Bentham, and a double hit on the Lady Cats. I think this is the most double hits I've seen in a long time this volleyball season. 8-7, and Pilgreen to serve again with a chance to tie it up here for Texas High. Over it goes, hit by Moya. Second shot, and Nyla Lindley shot blocked there. Good block by J.C. Kennedy, and we're tied at 8. They're in set number 4. Pilgreen back again for another serve for the Lady Tigers in black tonight with the orange trim, orange numbers. Pilgreen serve, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Nyla Lindley hammers it across, went off of Texas High on a deflection. Point for the Lady Cats. They lead 9-8. And Peyton Hammock is back to serve for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats leading 2-1 here. And Peyton Hammock, a good serve. Second hit Texas High, and over it goes. Push with two hands way too hard, and Bailey Dorner handled that. Like a slick fielder, I'm sure she was in softball. I'm not sure what she played, to be honest. 10-8. Played volleyball as well. There's a good serve by Peyton Hammock. Texas High drives it back across, but that one went wide and went into the Lady Cats bench, and they lead 11-8. Timeout taken. Melissa Trotter-Hardy for Texas High. We're in set 4. The Lady Cats leading here 11-8, and they lead in sets, 2-1. Let's take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. And we're in set 4 here. Lady Cats leading 11-8, and they lead in sets, 2-1. Peyton Hammock with the serve, and right into the net. 11-9. And Lauer now back to serve for Texas High. Where's Yogi Barra's old number, then number 8? Wonder if she knows that. I doubt it. There's a good serve. Lady Cats set up the net, and Erica Van Bentham with a good kill. Lady Cats leading 12-9. Yankees were my team when I was a little tyke. We didn't have professional baseball in the Dallas area. There's a good serve by Paris Pickett. There's a second hit, and over it goes. Dug by Malone. Set up to the net and hit back on the Lady Cat side. They keep it alive and send it over Erica Van Bentham, and she feathered it over. Texas High keeps it alive and returned it. Kaylee Malone hit it. Hammock pops it up over to Erica Van Bentham. Her shot blocked. Lady Cats return it. Texas High returns it. Lady Cats keep it alive. Paris Pickett hits it back across. There's a good little volley here right up into the net. Van Bentham shot blocked. Lady Cats keep it alive. They'll set up Sydney Washburn. Her shot blocked. Lady Cats keep it alive, and then once again, two players backed off the ball like it was a hand grenade. And a point for Texas High that was an excellent exchange of volleys there, and Texas High got the best of it. And they're trailing now only 12-10. And Valeria Perez is now serving for Texas High, the libero. And gets it over. Dug and over by Peyton Hammock. Texas High sets up the net. Shot blocked back on the Lady Cats side. Brooklyn Burnside, but knocked it on Texas High's side, but they did a good return. Lady Cats set it up. Burnside shot blocked, and Texas High once again came up with the best of it there, matching the Lady Cats shot for shot. They've cut the lead to 12-11. Well, this Texas High team, you can see that potential, and they're in a pretty good stretch the last few points. Perez with a serve for Texas High. Gets it over. Hit by Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Sydney Washburn shot blocked. Man. And the Lady Cats get it back. Kaylee Malone. Good dig by Texas High, and they return it, and the Lady Cats can't handle it. And we're tied at 12. Lady Cats led 12-9, and we're tied at 12 now, and Perez with another serve for Texas High. Gets it over. Dug by Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Feathered over with Sydney Washburn. Texas High keeps it alive and pushes it over. Good dig, Paris Pickett. Hammock high in the air. Erica Van Bentham returns it up toward the net. And a double hit on Texas High. And the Lady Cats leading 13-12. And Aaliyah Abram will check in off the Lady Cats bench to serve. Several of these Lady Cats, I'm not so sure on the varsity there's that many, but some will be headed to basketball, especially in the underclass. Texas High returned the Lady Cats serve. Abram hits it back across. Texas High sets up the net and feathers it over. High in the air, Pickett. Hammock sets it up. Sydney Washburn blasts away. The Lady Cats keep it alive. They get it back to Sydney. She hammers it across again. Texas High sets up the net. Oh, and Texas High could not get it back over. That was set right into the net. Sometimes that's tough to get it over. 14-12. Aaliyah Abram serving for the Lady Cats. They have a 2-point lead. Abram with a serve. And there's a second hit by Texas High, and they feather it over. Hit by Sadie Washburn high in the air. And Hammock set up by Brooklyn Burnside, and she couldn't clear the net on that one. And it's 14-13. Lady Cats have a 1-point lead in set 4, and here's Lauren Allred. And Allred's serve is hit by Pickett. High in the air for Sydney Washburn, blast away. Texas High kept it alive and got it back across. Dug by Abram. Hammock pushed it over, and that's going to handcuff him. Point for Peyton Hammock. 15-13, and here's Chelamoya to serve. 2-point lead for the Lady Cats, set 4. They lead in sets 2-1. They're trying to wrap it up here, but they've got a long way to go. Moya serve, a good one. Texas High sets up the net, pushed it over. Lady Cats keep it alive. Paris Pickett hit it back across. And an illegal hit on the Lady Cats. So 15-14, and now North Cross is serving for Texas High. That underhand job. Nicely done, though, over. Hit by Abram. And Malone sets it up, and the Lady Cats hit the sideline and got the point at 16-14. And Brooklyn Burnside back to serve for the Lady Cats. And Burnside serve on the way. Texas High up near the net. They'll set it up and drive it across. Oh, it went off Aaliyah Abram. I don't know if I probably wish she could recall that, but she had already put a hand on it there. And 16-15. Texas High. Another serve coming for Steiger. Ashlyn Steiger gets it. Oh, no, into the net. Lady Cats leading 17-15. And Kaylee Malone checks in off the Lady Cats bench to serve. She'll love these stats. She'll remember them forever. Kaylee Malone gets it across. Texas High sets it up to the net. Blocked by Nyla Lindley, but Texas High keeps it alive and feathers it over. Good dig, Malone. Back to Nyla Lindley, and they didn't like Nyla's hit, a double hit. And that makes it 17-16. Texas High serving, and this is Logan Pilgreen. And Pilgreen now ready to serve, and over it goes. Dug by Kaylee Malone. Hammock gets it back in the court. Oh, and Paris Pickett hit it in the net. That's ties it at 17. And Pilgreen to serve for Texas High. Anybody's set 4 here. We're tied at 17 down the stretch. Pilgreen gets it across, hit by Moya. Hammock will set up. Nice kill by Nyla Lindley. And the Lady Cats lead 18-17. And Peyton Hammock now serving for the Lady Cats. And Peyton serve on the way. Second Texas High hit up near the net, and they push it over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set it up to Sydney Washburn, who hammers away. Texas High will get it over, and a good kill there by, that was Lauer, and we're tied at 18. As again, this one going right down to the wire here. And Lauer now serving, and she gets it over, hit by Paris Pickett. Hammock will set it up to Sydney Washburn, and she did not clear the net. Texas High leads 19-18, timeout taken by Bailey Dorner, the Lady Cats. Texas High leads in set 4, 19-18. Ladycats lead in sets 2-1. We'll be back in a moment. Texas High has taken the lead here in set 4, 19-18, as Lauer gets ready to serve again. She's been given the go-ahead now, and the serve on the way is over. Dug by Sydney Washburn. Second shot by Hammock and over by Paris Pickett. Texas High sets up the net and pushed it across. Good dig by Paris Pickett. Hammock sends it back over to Erica Van Bentham, but a 2-hit on the Lady Cats. Texas High leads 20-18. And Lauer with another serve for Texas High. It's over. Paris Pickett digs it. Hammock sets it up. Van Bentham shot blocked. The Lady Cats hit it back across, but it went out of bounds. And Texas High taking control here in set 4. Boy, this has all the earmarks of a 5-setter. Texas High leads 21-18. Good serve. Paris Pickett hits it. Hammock sets it up. Nyla Lindley gets it across. Texas High sets it up to the net and pushes it across. Pickett with a dig. Hammock hits it and over by Van Bentham. And Texas High sets up the net, feathers it over, hit high in the air. Sydney Washburn. Hammock pops it up to Erica Van Bentham. Her shot blocked. Lady Cats keep it alive. They send it over to Sydney Washburn. She hit it off Texas High players, and then a couple of them ran together trying to chase the ball. And a point for the Lady Cats, but they still trail 21-19 as Paris Pickett heads back to serve for the Lady Cats. Ball finally delivered back there to Paris. And she's ready to serve. And it is over. Hit by Texas High. They'll set up the net and push it over. Hit by Kaylee Malone back across. Texas High sets up the net again. And oh, what a great finish there by Shakiria Webb. And Texas High up 22-19. They're just 3 points away from sending this to a set 5. I think Don Wallace predicted that earlier this evening. There's a serve by Perez of Texas High. Lady Cats set up the net. Oh, and a nice finish by Sydney Washburn as Texas High, all they could do was send it into about the 4th row up in the stands across the other side. Lady Cats trail 22-20, and Aaliyah Abram now serving for the Lady Cats. And Abram serve, a good one. Texas High again will set up the net. They push it over. Sydney Washburn pops it up. Hammock sends it over. Sadie Washburn, she hit it off net players for Texas High. A deflection point for the Lady Cats, and they're back to within 1 now at 22-21. As Aaliyah Abram serving. The Lady Cats trying to tie it up here in set 4. And Abram serve, a good one. Second Texas High hit. It went all the way across, and Sydney Washburn hit it, but it went out of bounds. Texas High, a big point there, and they lead 23-21. As T-High tries to finish it off here, and now Lauren Allred in to serve for the Lady Tigers. Tiger, burning bright. There's the serve by Allred, hit by Pickett. Hammock up in the air, and Brooklyn Burnside fires away. Texas High resets the net, pushes it over. Burnside blocked it. Texas High sets up the net, pushed it over, hit high in the air. Hammock high in the air by Abram, and Sadie Washburn chases, but she could not chase that one down. And Texas High is within 1 point of pushing this into a 5th and deciding set. Texas High leads 24-21. Lady Cats lead right now in sets 2-1, but we're close to being tied. We'll be back in a moment. And Texas High leads in set 4, 24-21. They've got set point, and Allred serving to try to tie this match up. Hit by Paris Pickett. Up into the air and over by good kill by Brooklyn Burnside. So the Lady Cats survive 1 set point. Makes it 24-22. And Coach Trotter Hardy coaching hard over there, her team. And here's Chella Moya with a serve for the Lady Cats. It's a good one. Texas High sets up the net and pushes it over, hit by Paris Pickett. It's set up to Sadie Washburn. She hammers away. Texas High keeps it alive. They'll set up the net again. They push it over. Ladycats keep it alive. Pickett pops it up, and Sadie Washburn, it's a good one. It just hit in front of the flag official right in the corner. And the Ladycats survive another point, and they trail 24-23. And here's Chella Moya with another. The crowd getting rowdy now a little bit. Moya with a serve. Texas High second hit, and over it goes. Hit by Leah Abram. Set up and pushed over Brooklyn Burnside. Texas High keeps it alive and returns it. Good dig by the Ladycats. They set up the net. Burnside hits it back across. Good dig, Texas High. And they hit it off a Ladycat on a deflection. And Texas High takes another close win. They've had 2 wins by 25-23, and they got this one as well. We're headed for a decisive set number 5 here. Ladycats 2 and the Lady Tigers of Texas High 2. And once again, they'll change sides. They'll have to decide who serves. I think they're taking care of that right now with the captains. And they'll go back to the original configuration, I believe, the way they started this match. And we'll be ready for the start of another 5-setter here in district play. And that is not unusual in this district. We play a lot of tight volleyball. Let's take a break here. We'll be back in a moment. Well, looks like the Ladycats won the service, but I don't know if Texas High can choose courts, but they chose the court that the Ladycats usually start on. The serve is good. Texas High pushes it across, hit by Abram and then Hammock, and over by Sadie Washburn. Texas High sets it up toward the net, and over it goes, dug by Paris Pickett. Hammock will pop it up to Sadie Washburn. She fires away, and it ends up up near the first row, up in the stands. Good kill there by Sadie Washburn. The Ladycats get the first point. And again, you get there rapidly here in set 5. You only play to 15. Ladycats lead 1-0. Abram with another serve, and it's a good one. Texas High just got it back over. Burnside hit it back across, but Texas High keeps it alive and returns it, blocked by the Ladycats. Texas High again keeps it alive and pushed it over, and Ladycats scrambling around, and they got it back, but I think it's going to go wide. It sure does, and we're tied at 1. Ladycats did get it back over the net, but they hit it wide right down in front of us. We're tied at 1, and here is Lauren Allred for the Lady Tigers of Texas High. And Allred serve hit by Pickett. Popped up on the net. Burnside shot blocked. Ladycats keep it alive. Send it over to Sadie Washburn. She returned it. Texas High up near the net. And nice try. Oh my, I thought that was wide, but the flag official said it was good. And Texas High leads 2-1 here. I thought that went wide on the far side, but again, the official, much better view than I've got. And here's Allred serve. Gets it over. Hit by Abram. Hammock pops it up. Burnside hammers away. Texas High keeps it alive. And they hit it into the net. We're tied at 2. No advantage. First 4 points, 2 apiece. And here's Chella Moya to serve now. This for all the marbles here in set 5. Playing to 15. Moya serve. Oh, that's across the back line. Boy, service errors big, and battle for 15. Texas High leads 3-2. And here's Northcross. I tell you, she's convinced me that underhand serve is the way to go. She got it across. Pickett hit it. Hammock will set it up. Washburn shot blocked. Ladycats keep it alive. They get it back to Sadie, and this one she hit off of Texas High net players. We're tied at 3. And Brooklyn Burnside now serving for the Ladycats. 6 serves and nothing decided yet. Burnside across the back line, back-to-back bad serves. And Texas High leads 4-3. Steiger now serving for Texas High. Her shot good, hit by Moya. Popped up in the air and over by, Sadie Washburn hit it long. The Ladycats are making some errors here, and Texas High has surged into a 5-3 lead. Steiger will serve. Moya hits it. Hammock sets it up. Sadie Washburn blasts away. Texas High returns it. Abram hits it. Set up to the net. Sadie Washburn, a hard hit, but Texas High keeps it alive, and they pushed it over. Abram hits it. Hammock up to the net. Sadie Washburn feathers it over. Texas High keeps it alive, and they push it over. Washburn hits it. Hammock sets it up and over by Nyla Lindley, but wide. Oh, my. Texas High has surged out to a 6-3 lead, and they have scored the last 3 points. Steiger with another serve for Texas High. Gets it over. Hit by Moya. Hammock sets it up, and Sadie Washburn feathers it over. Texas High kept it alive, and they return it. Dug by Paris Pickett. Abram pops it up, and Sadie Washburn got it back across. Texas High returned it, and Sadie Washburn hits it back over. And they set up the net, and Ladycats hit it back. Texas High again sets the net and got it back across. Moya up toward the net. They'll set up Sadie Washburn. She blasted away, and boy, it went by Michael Lamb up there, up and over Boardwalk and Park Place, and Josh Williams ended up fielding that one way up in the stands. Ladycats are back to within 6-4. They're down by 2, and Sadie Washburn now serving. And Sadie's serve on the way, a good one. Went off a Texas High player. Second shot, and over it goes. High in the air, Erica Van Bentham. Hammock gives it over to Sadie Washburn, and she hammered away again and went off of Texas High player. And the Ladycats are back to within 1 at 6-5. Coach Dorner fields that ball and gets it over to Sadie Washburn. And Sadie's serve on the way, a good one. Up toward the net and pushed over, and then over it goes. Good dig, Sadie Washburn. Hammock tried to hit it over. Ladycats keep it alive, and Van Bentham hammers it across, and then that one went out of bounds, a hit by Texas High. And we're tied at 6. So after Texas High surged to 6-3, the Ladycats got the last 3, and we're tied at 6 on our way to 15. There's the serve. Oh, no, across the back line. 3 bad serves here in set number 5 by the Ladycats. You'll bet that Bailey Dorner will have that number memorized. Texas High leading 7-6. Here's Pilgreen with a serve. Dug by Sadie Washburn. Popped up Hammock over to Van Bentham. She hits it across. Texas High will set up the net. They got it across. Good dig, Sadie Washburn. How did she do that? Oh, Paris Pickett into the net. Ladycats trail 8-6. Lots of mistakes, Ladycats, here in set 5. They have met the enemy, and he is us, says Pogo. If anybody remembers that old cartoon strip. Here's Pilgreen with a serve. It's hit by Moya. Hammock back to Erica Van Bentham. She hits it back across. Texas High will return it. It went off of Sadie Washburn and back to the back wall. Texas High has now scored 3 points in a row, and timeout taken Bailey Dorner. Texas High leads in set 5, 9-6, and we're tied at 2 sets apiece. This one's for all the marbles. We're going to 15. Let's take a break. Back in a moment. Texas High has taken a 9-6 lead here in set 5. Pilgreen serving now for Texas High. They've scored the last 3 points to break a 6-6 tie. And Pilgreen now with the serve for Texas High. Gets it over, hit by Moya. It's set up to Erica Van Bentham, who hammered it across. Texas High keeps it alive and returns it. Hit by Sadie Washburn. And Hammock pops it up to Paris Pickett. She got it over. Texas High scrambling around, but they set up the net, and a great finish there by Lauer. 4 points in a row for Texas High. Boy, they are 5 away from winning their 3rd district match of the year. They could go 3-7 and give the Ladycats a big loss that'll keep them out of 3rd place. There's the serve by Pilgreen. Set up Hammock, and Ladycats run away from the ball. Another error And Texas High leads 11-6. Boy, the errors have been numerous here in set 5. Coach Dorner will not be happy with this one. Burn the tape. Here's Pilgreen with the serve. She got it over. Hit by Moya. Hammock sets it up. Erica Van Bentham hammers away. Texas High keeps it alive. They've done a good job of keeping it alive. They got it across. Hit by Sadie Washburn and then over by the Ladycats. Texas High sets on the net and pushes it over. Ladycats keep it alive. Hammock sends it to Erica Van Bentham. She hammers away. Texas High pushes it over. Sadie Washburn. Hammock sets up Erica Van Bentham. She hits it back across. Oh, what a save by Texas High. Beautiful. And over by Sadie Washburn. That one went wide. Boy, errors, and the Ladycats are down 12-6. Texas High has scored 6 straight points, most of them just hand-delivered. It is Christmas comes early here in set 5. Texas High leads 12-6 in set 5. Obviously, each team has 2 sets. We'll be back in a moment. Pilgreen now serving for Texas High. It's hit by Paris Pickett. Up to the net and over by Nyla Lindley. And oh, what a terrible time for a double hit call. That just kind of adds to the cachet of this set here. 13-6. Texas High leads here. A rash of errors. Pilgreen with a serve, hit by Paris Pickett. It's over to Sadie Washburn. Her shot blocked by Texas High, and they are at set and match point at 14-6. And this is similar to that game in Royce City that wasn't even competitive in set 5, where Royce City just had their way in set 5 to win that one. And Pilgreen with a serve. It's over, hit by Pickett. Hammock will send it over. Texas High with a kill to end it. And Texas High, as you would think, they just won the district championship. As well, they just for a second, they kind of lost themselves, and then they said, oh, handshake line, or low 5 line underneath the net. And a mistake-filled 5th and final set for the Ladycats has burned that tape. My goodness, that was low lights of the year right there. Missed serves, wide, just everything you can imagine. Double hits. That was a stinkeroo, and what a time to have it. As the Ladycats lose their last district match of the year, they could still tie as Texas High dancing now on their end of the court, and why not? They've had 3 district wins, and, well, the Ladycats only had 4, but they got a little bit of breathing room with the win over Mount Pleasant the other night, and T-High got beat. I think Mount Pleasant beat them. No, the Ladycats played Mount Pleasant. Had to be somebody else. But well, Texas High had lost to Mount Pleasant maybe the week before. But Texas High wins this one, and the Ladycats will go 4-6 in district play, and they're now 22-17 for the season. As boy, they're going to have to kind of pick up out of the ashes here to get ready for the playoffs. And they do have a little bit of time. They've got a week to try to put this one out of their mind because, this was a stinkeroo the way they really gave this one away. It'd be interesting I know Coach Dorner will remember every foul play that happened in that set number 5. It'll be like a nightmare reel. They'll wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning by seeing this. But Texas High wins 3-2. The Ladycats won the first 25-21. Texas High the second 25-23. Ladycats won the third 25-20, but then Texas High came back to win the fourth one 25-23. And then it wasn't even a contest in set 5. Texas High blows the Ladycats away there 15-6 in set 5. And again, just a comedy. Well, not a comedy. That's a tragedy of errors. How about that? I'll coin a new phrase here. But again, the Ladycats do have a week to try to recoup here and rededicate themselves to try to recover from this one, as they will more than likely be the number 4 seed now. No coin flip required. But of course, I don't know what's happening tonight. Maybe Royce City was uninspired, playing Mount Pleasant, and you better be ready to play them lately. They've kind of caught fire in the bottle a little bit. Late in the season, they picked up a couple of late district wins. But that's going to do it here. Now for the Lady Cats, they'll figure out tonight who plays who. And we think it'll be either White House or Hallsville. And again, based on what happens to Mount Pleasant, we will either be the 3 seed or the 4 seed. And no matter what happens, Paris will be here at 4:30 on Friday. That'll be a warm-up match as the Lady Cats try to get ready for these playoffs. And then sometime next week, after tonight, they'll find out who they negotiate with. And unless that other district may need some kind of a tiebreaker or something, so they may have some games on Friday, that would leave some uncertainty until very late in the week. But anyway, we'll sort it all out. As soon as we can find out, we'll give it to you. And let's just wrap this one up here as the Lady Cats lose 3-2 to Texas High. James Terry running spots back at the station. Doug Haston shooting video for replay on both Channel 18, and this game will be posted to YouTube. And I'm Don Julian with your play-by-play. And once again, Texas High comes in here and gets a district win. They ended up splitting this year, each one on the other's home court. And so the Lady Cats, again, in their district play at 4-6, and they'll either be the 3 seed or 4 seed. And we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining us, and so long, everybody.
Thanks, Don. This is Wildcat and Lady Cat Sports Station, KSST 1230 AM, Sulphur Springs. You've been listening to Lady Cats Volleyball on KSST Radio. We'll go back to regular programming in just a moment. But first, this from our sponsors.
Yeah, so Sadie Washburn led the team with 20 kills. Behind her was Sister Sydney with 10, and then Erica Van Bentham with 9, and Brooklyn Burnside with 8. Paris Pickett led the team with 18 digs. Peyton Hammock had 50 assists.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
50.
That's a pretty high number.
I think that's the highest probably in a game that we've had, just off the top of my head.
Yeah, that impresses me. That figure just kind of jumps out at you. What are your thoughts on this one? A hard fought, it goes into 5 sets, and we just didn't have a lot left in that 5th set, looked like.
Yeah, it's a tough loss. I feel like we really should have finished it in 3. We goofed around that second game, the same thing in 4th game. Texas High is a very, very athletic team, and they've got some girls that hit around our block, hit over our block, and just creamed it. But we just kept feeding them free balls, and of course they're going to use those and set those big girls who can put it down, and so that really hurt us. We just sent over too many easy balls for them.
Yeah, it just seemed like the errors just leaped out at us in that 5th set. Just a lot of mistakes.
Errors were all over the place. We did a good job serve-receive. I think tonight we did well passing the ball, but we didn't cover well. Or even if we did cover, we weren't ready for the ball. We missed some key blocks. Blockers just reading it late and not getting there in time. People not where they're supposed to be. So just little things like that. We hurt ourselves.
Do we know anything about Roy City? We heard anything from them yet?
I have not heard yet, but they were playing at Mount Pleasant tonight, so I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay. And so it's either going to be White House or Hallsville, I guess, depending on where we end up and how they end up.
Right. I think if we finish 4th, we'll get Hallsville, and if we finish 3rd, we will get White House. But they also had a game tonight, and so things could change on their side too.
All right. And now you've set up Paris as hopefully a team to kind of maybe kind of forget this one a little bit. I mean, you got to remember the mistakes and stuff, but you want to kind of try to put it out of your mind a little bit and try to, see if Paris can get us ready.
Yep, you got to learn from them and be better. First time we played Paris, we won in 5 over there. It was a tough match, went back and forth, and they're a scrappy team. And since then, they have been on a roll. They've been hot and rolling, so I think it'll be a good game on Friday for us.
All right, and are you looking forward to your first playoff game as a coach?
I'm excited. We've been in them softball, but I think it's a little bit different for me, now as the head coach, so I'm excited about it.
All right, well, best of luck.
Thank you all so much.